Nobody is getting fooled under my watch. That is the one thing that's not going to happen. I won't let it happen. Let's take a look at this.
With breast cancer. At this point, an urgent surgery is needed for amputation to stop the spread or to know how far the spread have gone.
Wow. An urgent surgery is needed for amputation to stop the spread, or, the word there is or, to know how far the cancer has spread. In what world, in what universe does that happen? There's nowhere in this world where a doctor would advise you, they would say, hey, let's get this surgery done in order for us to know how far this cancer has spread. The reason for doing surgeries would be to remove, to cut, so that it doesn't spread any further, because do you understand? They already know that it has spread, all right? And usually at such a time, it is even to manage the condition, not to cure it, to make sure it doesn't go to like certain vital organs or maybe the bone. That's why they try to do surgeries and all these kinds of things. Not because they're trying to figure out. The figuring out stage is long gone. It is. Because you said so yourself, you said it's stage 4. And you're telling me that the reason why they want to do a surgery is to know. Now, the second thing I find odd is that for someone like you who likes to show things, you're not showing us any paper. There's nothing that's printed here. Why? I find it odd because it's you we're talking about. You spend a lot of time trying to prove a point to people. You do that a lot. You like to bring receipts. You like to show screenshots. You like to show chats, all of those things. And yet you show up with an announcement and you don't show us any report from a doctor, just with the words of your mouth. That's unlike you. So it's really making me wonder if you're going through this because you're not showing things the way you typically would.
I thought I was a jagaban. I thought I was so strong. I thought I was so strong. Being strong is now my biggest weakness.
What does that mean? Being strong is now my biggest weakness. What does that mean? This sounds like something we're going to hear in a movie. It sounds like something when someone is having a big performance in a stage play or a movie, and we need big words to make that moment feel very serious. We use certain words like that. Okay, we put them together to be so dramatic. Being strong has now become my biggest weakness. It doesn't fit into this narrative because being strong didn't put you here. Being strong didn't cause an illness upon you. I mean, that is, why are we saying that? When you look and act so performative and you use these words, again, we have more reasons to not believe you because it sounds really performative.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Goodbye.
Really performative. It really looks performative. I'm not gonna lie. You're crying while making a video and singing these songs, and you have written on the screen stage 4. I am so scared. And I'm wondering, I'm asking myself, did you just get to hear the news now? Because I would think if you've heard this before now, maybe 2 days ago, you would be in the house, you would take the day off. Why are you still at work? Did you go to the hospital? You must have done some testing and that and all of those things. You should be in the house relaxing. Why were you at the store doing business and suddenly having this breakdown there? You didn't just go home. I promise you, if I hear a sad news while I'm at work, I wouldn't be at work anymore. I would get in the car, drive to the house. Shortly after that video, you went ahead to put up this video of your house that is on sale. It's going for 300 million. You also have another one for the car going for 30 million. And you're also selling your wigs. Okay. You put up this post. It's blank. There is nothing to it. You just have this sound playing. It's a very sad song that's playing underneath. Now, this is the part that I find the most fascinating. You're cutting off your hair. Also, you have this thing written on the screen. Being strong has now become my biggest weakness, which, like I said before, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't apply to this situation at all. Being strong didn't cause you anything. It didn't bring an illness. It didn't do anything. So I don't know what that statement means. But away from that, you are cutting off your hair. And the question is why? Keep in mind, you are yet to do chemo. For anyone who doesn't know, the reason why when people who have cancer cut off their hair do that, it is because they know that when they start doing chemo, the hair would fall off. It's not the cancer in itself that makes the hair fall off. It is the chemotherapy that causes the hair to fall off. So when you have not started chemo, there is no point whatsoever cutting off your hair. Now you can do that only if perhaps, let's say on Tuesday, you have chemo, you have your date ready. On Tuesday, that's when you're going for it. Then maybe on Sunday or on Monday, in preparation for it, you can cut off your hair. Okay, that makes sense. But you don't seem to have a date for your chemo yet. And you're cutting off your hair already from now. Why are you in a hurry? You said so. You don't have the money for chemo, right? Because you're looking for money. You're asking people for money. You have your account number on the screen, asking people to help you. You're also trying to sell off your house. It is not sold yet. Your car has not been sold yet. All of this preparation needs to be made first, but you haven't done none of that. But you've jumped very quickly to look the part. Why? Why are you in such a hurry to look the part, Blessing? This is why I say when you do things like this and people don't believe you, don't blame them. I don't appreciate the people who are laughing, but the people who do not believe it, I stand with you. Okay? You don't have to believe things if they're not clear. If it's clear to me, if things make sense, if the stories align, I would believe you. I would sympathize with you. But if it doesn't, I'm free to doubt you, and that's exactly what I'll do. So, of course, this is not to bash you. This is not, because cancer is a very serious thing. I have someone very close to me who had died of cancer, breast cancer to be precise. And when I say very close to me, I mean very, very close to me. So I don't play with it. That's the reason why once you spoke about it, I was very interested in this. I was. And the story, it doesn't seem to make sense to me. You're in such a hurry to look the part. The things you're saying, they feel very performative, and I'm wondering why. Why? One thing that stands out to me here is, for anyone who doesn't know, Blessing and Easy, they seem to be at war. For whatever reason that is, I don't think anybody has the answer, but they seem to have this rivalry. Every now and then, they're going at each other. Easy, in the last few weeks, I think about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, had something come out. She shared a story on social media and she gathered lots of sympathy from people. What story am I talking about? The story about how she got to Italy. She was made to go there and she started doing, sex work at a young age. It was a horrible experience. That story really got to people. It was on different blogs. Different people talked about it. But it wasn't just that. People also sent money to Easy because apparently she's launching a book to share the story. I saw one person send £1,000, and I think another person has done the same thing as well. So it is gathering lots of sympathy towards Easy and also gathering money towards Easy. All of a sudden, it's what, 1 week now, and we're seeing Blessing doing something that's going to gather people's sympathy and also money. It strikes me as unusual, but it also, knowing the way that Blessing operates, it makes it easy for me to actually doubt her even more and think she's only doing this for clout. It's not a crime. Again, if I feel so, it is not a crime. She has not presented anybody with any papers. There's nothing we're looking at that's showing, okay, this is a confirmation about this. For someone who always lies to you 100 times, if they come to you after the 100th time, would it be out of place for you to doubt them? No. As a matter of fact, you would be a mumu to not doubt them. You should doubt them. And you should challenge what they're telling you. Tell them, hey, I don't believe you. You want me to believe you? Come with some receipts and I will. But until then, no, I'm sorry. It doesn't add up. It doesn't.